It's easy to add instant sophistication to any of your home decor projects using DecoArt Silk. DecoArt Silk is a silky smooth shimmering acrylic paint that adds a rich, elegant, and luminous sheen of silk to your projects. Okay, so the first thing I did is just take a damp rag and wipe off the surface and make sure it's dry. And then I'm going to paint this with a coat of silk, let it completely dry, paint a second coat, and then I'll show you a cool way to elevate the look of the shade, again using the DecoArt Silk and a DecoArt Americana stencil. Let's get started. So we're just going to start adding the silk right to our surface. I'm using a soft, light pressure to apply it. So here's one of my biggest tips when painting with the DecoArt Silk. It's easier to layer the paint, allowing it to dry in between layers to maximize the look and sheen of that luminous sparkle of gold that you'll see when the paint is dry and buffed. While the lamp base is drying, let's go ahead and stencil our shade. I'm using a DecoArt Americana Decor stencil and standard stencil brush. Start the stencil so that it will go off the edges. Lay that in place. I'm going to load the stencil brush up, and what's super important is that we use very little paint. So I'm actually going to set this aside and show you how I load it up, dip it into the paint, swirl it around and really work that paint into the brush. And then we're going to wipe it off on a paper towel. So using a circular motion, I'm just wiping off a lot of that excess paint. That will keep it from going underneath our stencil. And then using soft circular motions, holding the stencil in place, very, very soft pressure, soft circular motions, going counterclockwise, changing and going clockwise. And we'll stencil the entire shade. Remember, if you have to reload your brush, you want to make sure to load it up, wipe it off, soft circular motions over your stencil to create that design. And there we have it, our stenciled shade. We'll put that aside and add another coat of the silk onto our lamp base. So both coats of the silk have completely dried. Now let's bring up the shimmer and shine just a little bit more from that silk paint. I'm going to buff it using a brown paper bag. I like to scrunch it up, unwrap it, kind of wrap it around my hand, and then soft circular motions, give it a nice buff on the entire surface. Or you can use a soft rag if you'd prefer. You'll start to notice a shine and a shimmer come up that gives that look of glorious, beautiful, luxurious silk.